Hello and welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be putting together a clear dashboard for my classic happy planner. Right now, I'm using a little bookmark that I created, which I laminated, but as you can see, it doesn't necessarily go with the pages, and I actually like having a clear dashboard that I can write on if I need to, but really just kind of serves as a divider that doesn't clash with any of the different colors and stuff that I'm doing. So I'm going to be putting this together using, I haven't decided. I might use some of the pages from this Noted Happy Notes, or I might just use straight lamination paper. I'm definitely gonna be using lamination paper, but I haven't decided yet if I wanna use these pages. So if you can see, it's a nice simple black outline, and then on the other side, that decides me, because I was looking for, I was looking for this one because I like that it has a little bit of something, but it's not on the same page. I don't know that I'm gonna waste. So I think what I'm gonna be doing is just using the straight lamination page to do this. And I'm gonna pull out, just so that I don't ruin anything. They're new, so they don't flip very fast. There we go. So I'm gonna use this to get the sizing correct, but I'm going to be putting my stickers and everything directly on this lamination page. Okay, so it's actually upside down. What I think I'm gonna do is do a simple gold design, and I'm going to pretend like I'm working on this, but actually what I'll be doing is going directly onto the page. So what I like about this one is, actually, I don't know that I like this one. I want something that when you look at it on both sides, you can see it. Actually, you can see it. But I might use this one because I know this one's actually clear. So yeah, let's do this one. And I'm going to measure this out and just use my scissors. And then pull it up. The first one's the easiest. It's the other ones that are going to be difficult. So let's just pull this up. Okay. And we're going to just place this on here. And you can see on both, no, you can't see it on both sides. I mean, you can kind of, but it doesn't look the way I wanted it to, because you don't see the gold. But that'll be fine. Okay, so what I want is actually not to go this far in. I'm gonna just cut a little carefully because I don't want to cut the lamination page. There you go. And so maybe a little bit more cutting, because what I want is to kind of create a border that isn't the exact outside. I want it to be like a little bit inside, so that, yeah, so I need a little bit more cut. This is very tedious work, but but I think it's going to come out really nice. So, if I put this back on here, oh, perfect. Okay. So I figure what I like about using the dot grid as my background is I can really map out exactly how I want it to look. So I think I'm going to do with 2 here and 2 there. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, so now, as I said, it gets harder. Okay, right there. And I'm just going to peel this up. And again, the goal for me is to have this very clear dashboard, which I can use in between my pages without really conflicting with any type of designs I might be doing or whatever. And here we go. Ooh, ooh. No. There we go. Not straight. Not straight. Okay. So, as I said, the first one's easy because you kind of can't mess up the first one in terms of placement. But the second ones, you can. So, and I keep, because it's a long piece. There we go. So I'm going to try to do this as straight as possible. Okay. There we go. I think that came out okay. And let's just double check it. So I'm placing it in so that there's basically 2 lines of dots in between each of these. Perfect. And now we're gonna take this. What I'm actually gonna do is measure it against this one, because I want it to go right to the edge of this. So it needs to go to that. This is a little boring to watch, but yeah, but I think it's gonna come out really cool once I get this going. It's fairly easy to come up with designs that you can do in your lamination pages. I think it's a great way of customizing your dashboards or your Happy Planner covers, or just creating your own pages. And I love to do it. There we go. And then perfect. I'm just paying attention to which line it goes up to. And then we're gonna just peel this one off, and hopefully this will come through completely the way I want it to. Okay, so a little bit long. This is just I have no idea, it's rubbing off, a simple X-Acto knife that I like to use to just make sure that I've got precise cuts. Okay. Now, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, so now I have this really nice outline that you can see And what I'm going to do next is slightly decorate it. I don't want a lot of decorations. I actually want to keep it pretty clear because I want it so that when I'm looking at it, it looks good. But I kind of can't leave it alone because I need a flower. I usually use flowers for everything. So I am actually not using the flower sticker book. What I do with my stickers is I like to put them together based on categories. So like boxes go together, flowers all go together, even if they're from different packs. So what I do is I take one of these rings because they have those circles on top, and then I actually cut out my covers. So I don't use all of them, but I will cut to that section in the middle and then put it around the different pages, and that way it holds nicely. But I have all the flowers from, like, I think this is from the layered florals. This one is from the Simply Lovely. Yeah, so I have basically flowers from everything all together because that's the way I tend to work on things. So I'm looking to see if I have any gold flowers or black flowers. So I know that I have these black flowers, but exactly. That's what I was looking for. I just want something really simple in the corner. And I wanted it as a clear paper so that it will at least slightly show through on the other side. I can see that the foiling doesn't actually, ooh, it looks silver on the other side. That's cool. Okay, so again, we're gonna go inside the page. Oh, this is really cool. And then, no. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Okay. I think it's a little too big. It's a little too big. We're gonna put it back into my sheet and see if I can pull something a little bit smaller. So, something like this. There we go. Just a little embellishment right over there. I love that. And then on the other side, everything just kind of looks silvery, white. I think that looks really nice. Anything else that I need here before I kind of was thinking of doing a little thing up there also, but I actually just think I want this. So that's it. Thank you, flowers. And then the only other thing I'm going to do is pull from my colorful boxes. Now this is mostly colorful boxes, like you can pull back is the colorful boxes, but I do have like from the watercolors and then like a sort of different ones that I have. Again, I do the same thing with all my stickers. It makes it a little hard if I'm telling people which sticker book I use, but it makes it so much easier when I'm looking for stickers that I just kind of don't care. So what I'm gonna do now is pull from the gold colorful boxes. I wanna create a tab on top. And I think what I'm gonna do is just stick this in. It's gonna be white on one side. I'm a little upset with the way that these cut. Do you see that? But whatever. Be a planner. Okay, so I am going to stick this as a tab on top, right up to the top. And then because I know that I'm going to be using the same thing every day, I'm actually going to use my, these are the G2 7s, but in like these metallics. and I have an actual gold one. So I'm just gonna write on the top today. Okay, and there we go. Now, I am experimenting with something. So I'm gonna actually take a little bit off of this because I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment. But let me turn on my lamination machine. I should have probably done that earlier. And then let me just get a strip. Cool. I am debating, I'll tell you what my little experiment is. This is actually 3mm, so it's not very, what's it called? It's not very thick. And I wanted to see if I double laminated it, like put a lamination and then another lamination page. And I don't think these are big enough to be really using for experiments, but that's okay. What would happen? So I'm gonna actually use this, which is cut off from an old lamination page. And I'm gonna try, after I do this, if I think it's too thin, to put more lamination paper on each side of them and then run it through the 5mm and see if it gets thicker and if it works. But for right now, I'm just gonna let this lamination machine heat up, and once it's ready to go, we'll run this through. So the idea with this, once it's through, is that this, here we go, will kind of sit in my planner, yes, like that, so that I can still see through it. Yeah, I just have to be careful with this because it's a little bit on the short side, so I have to be very careful when I'm cutting that I make sure that this stays popped out. I want the today to be popped out. So yeah, so I just have to be careful with that. But we'll see that once I get to the cutting part. But you can see this will kind of serve as a page in between. And then I do kind of want it to say today on both sides, even though it is sticky. No, we'll just do it without. It'll just be on one side, that's fine. All right. Yeah, so I think it'll look really good once it's able to go into the machine. For some reason, I find little bits of things creep their way in. I don't even know what this is, into my pages. Oh, and this is like my ever-present problem. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show it to you on the white paper because then you will be able to see it, which is kind of can't see it as well, but this is cat hair. I find cat hair inside my lamination pages all the time. It's super annoying. Come here. Come here. Super, super annoying. Okay. Yeah, but this is, yay, it's ready. Okay, so I'm gonna just throw this into my lamination machine. Nice and simple. And then I am going to pull another lamination page out, because as I said, I do want to test out double laminating. So, because I want to use it for this page, I'm gonna just do a very narrow strip over here so that I don't waste this page. And we're gonna do it over that section that I just showed you to this. So it's just gonna be a strip on top of this just to see what it does in terms going through. Yeah, so I just want to see, okay, what this does, if it makes it stronger, if it even runs. Okay, and this, by the way, is how it came out. So before I do anything else, we're gonna just run this little piece through the 5mm. But I am going to cut this. And I'm gonna cut this using my paper cutter. And as I said, I have to be very careful because I want to make sure that everything goes through the way I want it to. So I want the today popping up and everything like that. Okay, so let's make sure it's as straight as it's gonna be. Okay, let me see how this came out. Oh yeah, oh, this came out really nice. Okay, so that is what we're gonna do. Let me just straighten this a little. Okay, so just pull that through. Ooh, you can see I've got some leftovers in here. Okay, and then the today, let's just do the back part. And I want it to match up with the bottom of this. Not the bottom of the thing, so that we have a nice edge. And then I want this side again to match up over there. And then finally the top, which we are actually not going to do with my cutter. I'm going to actually cut it with scissors, and that's because it's not completely straight. This is going to drive me crazy. There we go. Okay. So for this, we're going to just pull this on top. We're gonna be very careful with this. And of course, I'm not even lining it up to the right spot. Okay, because I don't want it to go all the way, just till about here. And then everything else okay. There we go. That cuts that off. And then I do want there to be a little bit of a clip here to this, just so that it comes through as a tab. Actually, so I'm doing it that close on that side. Let's do it that close on this side. Okay. Cool. And then what I'm gonna do is just round my edges. Actually, I'm not gonna round my edges yet because I am going to be throwing this back into the lamination. So I'm taking that page that I cut the little notch out of, because I'm going to be using it again. And this time what I'm going to do is trick it a little. So what I want to do is leave a little bit of it out. And the reason I want to leave a little bit of it out is I don't want the section that I'm punching to be double laminated. I just want the other section to be double laminated. So I'm gonna kind of leave a little edge of it out. And you can see it's not straight. Very good. And then I'm gonna need to cut a strip of this off, because otherwise it won't go through the machine, since I have this bit coming off this end. And then we're gonna run it through the 5mm. Cool. And hopefully we'll get a thicker dashboard with still that thinner edge. And just cleaning up my desk a little bit. Oh, the joys of planning equal messy desks. Actually, I don't know why I'm putting my scissors away. I'm going to use them in a second. I'm going to be using this in a second also, so let me take this back out. Yeah, I'm really excited about this dashboard. I haven't ever done this double lamination technique before, but it looks like it's going to come out really well, and I'm excited about that because I find it very annoying sometimes to not have as thick of a dashboard as I would like. Okay. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, so this is my new dashboard, and we're gonna just cut along those lines again. Again, you're gonna have to be a little bit bigger than it was before, just so that the second thing of lamination goes through, and you make sure that you're maintaining that. And yeah. Oops. Cool. And this stays the way that it is because it's the thin lamination and then the thicker lamination. And then the rest I'm going to use scissors for. Now I like, after I actually do the cutting, to run it through the lamination again. I find that it just holds it a little bit better. And here, let me put this in frame. So I like to cut and round those edges so it's not as sharp. There we go. Otherwise it comes out very sharp. And I also don't want, there we go, to get poked on these things, which can happen. Okay, good. So now that I have the dashboard that I want it to be, and again, this part is thinner than the rest of it, but it is a nice solid. And I wouldn't recommend doing this for everything. I'm just running it through the machine again. I wouldn't recommend this for everything to do this double lamination technique. I wanted to do it for this because there's no paper in between, so it's really pretty flimsy without paper in between the lamination pages. So this just kind of creates a a little bit of a thicker page so that it's a little less floppy. Like for example, I was considering doing that technique with my covers because they are a little bit thinner than the Happy Planner covers, but I didn't in the end. I'm now debating if I should because I actually do like how it's coming out. But let's open to today's page because we are just about ready to put it in. I just need to pull out my punch. So I have the blue Happy Planner punch. I don't use big, so I don't really need big. Oh, this came out really nice. Okay. And let me just move this off the table for a second. And what I'm gonna do is, again, just line this up. And it feels like these are going in much deeper than those are. Okay. There we go. And then we pressure. Oh yeah, it got stuck. Not surprising, because I am asking a lot of it. So if it ever gets stuck, you just kind of pull it back and see which ones got stuck, and then just kind of push those back out. So this one got stuck, this one got stuck, and then this one got stuck. This one's not coming back out. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Okay. And once those are back out, we just kind of close it back up. And hopefully it should have released it, which it didn't. Oh God. Don't double laminate. Oh, these aren't all completely released. Okay, I gotta actually get in. There we go. There we go. Now they're completely released. There. And you can even see a little bit of those punches, not completely out. There we go. Oh, looks great. Okay, so yeah, you just got to be a little careful when you're doing this double lamination technique, because as you can see, some of them did hit a little bit of the double lamination, if you can see that very faint line, but most of them didn't, and I think it came out really nice. I'm very excited about this dashboard. So I don't know that the double lamination is necessary, but I do like how this is not quite as flimsy as like this section over here. Ooh, with my Happy Punch falling, if you hear that loud crash. So we're gonna put it back into my classic Happy Planner. So let's pull out this little bookmark and put this in. Oh, look at that today. So nice. I love it. You could have just done a simple little black bookmark or something like that, but there's just something so nice about having, oh, and it pops out exactly how I wanted it to, so that I can actually see the today immediately and go straight to it. And yeah, love it. And if I wanted to, I could write on it with my wet erase markers. And yeah, I'm just really, really pleased with this. I think it came out really nice. And yeah, I like it. All right, so that was my video for today. And I will see you all next time. Bye.